I've impressed myself with my swims. I didn't expect to go quite as fast as I've done, especially in the fly event. So I'm really pleased about that. And I think in the past 2 years, I've really gained confidence in doing a lot of racing against the world elite and like just going weekend after weekend and trying to like keep a high standard. So I feel like that gave me a lot of confidence going into short course worlds last year. And yeah, hoping it will be the same this year. And so far, I feel like I'm on track. I feel like some events it's almost been like a mini world championship because it's been pretty stacked and like obviously people changing up every stop. I think that's also a good opportunity having different people racing next to you. And like, as you said, like racing Maggie last weekend, I'm pretty sure we'll go head to head in Abu Dhabi again. So yeah, just great being able to race against someone throughout the season and like getting to feel like that pressure, having someone right next to you and just try to go after it. So yeah, all steps in my career definitely have played an important role. It's definitely been very clear stages, like going from Sweden to the US and now to England. It's been very different types of training. And I feel like in my last year of SE, I felt like I was really on that edge of breaking through internationally. But then obviously COVID happened and it all kind of just took a year before I really got the chance to show it. But I think the US definitely gave me a lot of like toughness about racing and training and stuff. And then being able to carry that on to England, where I feel like it's a smaller team. We're only 12 people in the group instead of a big college team. We've been able to focus much more of me as an individual and what I need, which I could definitely think helped like in terms of like details for the races and more sitting down and doing a more thorough race plan for my races and like amazing support staff around me in England. So yeah, I think that was like the big difference between the two and why I've been able to perform better. It was honestly really tough. I really enjoyed my 4 years at SC and obviously that got quite a dead end in a second when COVID happened. It was basically booking my flight and leaving the country within 24 hours. So that was really, really tough and probably a few of the toughest months I've ever had to deal with, like just having to leave my home and all my friends. And then luckily I had signed with Loughborough before, so at least I had something coming up. But it was definitely a big gamble, moving an Olympic year and everything, going new coach, new group, everything, different country, knowing absolutely no one during a pandemic. So yeah, I feel like my first year in England, I only really knew 20 people around me because I wasn't allowed to see anyone. So it was a big difference. But I would say like the Loughborough team really made me feel welcome. And obviously with being an Olympic year, we had a lot of discussions about what kind of training I'd done before and didn't want to change it too much. Obviously didn't want to change too much before the Olympics. So it was a great combination and talking with the coaches to set that up and make the transition as smooth as possible. The next goal is definitely the Paris Olympics. That's what we're training for. And I'm staying with the Loughborough team for another 2 years. So I feel like we have a pretty solid plan of what we want to do and get done. And yeah, just continue working hard and racing fast, hopefully.